Yo, my peoples, what's up? Welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. Jason here, and today I have a solo playthrough for Transformers, the deck building game. This one is for 1 to 5 players from Renegade Game Studios, in which you take on the role of either the Autobots or the Decepticons from the old IP in the 80s that I grew up loving. We're going to be playing Autobots today. You're going to be playing those characters that are going to be walking around, having adventures in the Matrix. This is how you deck build. We're going to be picking those cards, improving our decks, encountering Decepticons, ultimately leading up to defeating the big Decepticon boss. We have a playthrough of the core set from Bernd. Please go ahead and check that out to get a basic sense for how this game works and what the core set has to offer. Here I am showing all expansion content. First of all, we have 2 characters from the Rise of the Dinobots expansion. We have Swoop, and we have me, Grimlock. Can't wait to chomp on Decepticon metal. You know how I roll if you watch my previous playthroughs. You're going to get more of that here. I love the Dinobots. In addition, another expansion is the Infiltration Protocol, and we're going to be playing one of those special scenarios where we are going to have to fulfill conditions as we penetrate further and further into the Decepticon base, culminating in a big, unique battle against the robot Six Shot. If anybody remembers the old toy of Six Shot, I am so excited. Very unique, a transformer that can set up 6 different modes, so I can't wait to show you how the game implements that. You will see all new cards that are available only in the expansions, new encounters, a completely new experience that I'm going to bring to you today in this solo playthrough. So let's get to some quick announcements and let's get to Transformers, the deck building game. Once again, if you're looking for an explanation for how this game plays, I'll refer you to Bernd's excellent video so that you can get a basic sense. Let me just talk through what's new and how that is going to work here. So, as usual, the bots start on their alt side, their transform side. But unlike the regular Autobots, Dinobots are cool in both areas. You get their dinosaur form. Grimlock is focused on combat. All of the Dinobots are able to, instead of just acquiring Autobot cards, they can fight them. Grimlock, you can battle an Autobot card, kind of battle your own guy, and Swoop prioritizes movement and flight. So doubling down on that, they will transform. I'll do that plenty throughout the playthrough. Grimlock is able to call other Dinobots. That's pretty exciting. There's plenty of Dinobot cards in the Matrix. And also, Swoop is going to buff flight cards. So there's plenty of those in the deck too. They play very differently. Excited to see how they coordinate with one another. So it's a little bit hard to evoke a strong sense of theme in a deck builder like this, but the game tries. So as much as I can, I'm going to try to evoke what the game is going for. So in the basic version, there are schemes that come out of the basic deck, kind of representing plot twists, side quests that the Autobots or Decepticons have to take care of depending on who's playing. Here, they're trying to evoke a sense of infiltrating a base. So it's a series of 6 cards. There are not modularity here. It's the same 6 cards every time. If you want to, and you want that increased challenge, you kind of mix up the top 4 and go for that way. But for now, I'm just going to play it straight up. And these represent a series of tasks that I need to do in order to progress to the next phase. So in this early phase, start of turn, flip all face-up Decepticon robots, cards in the Matrix. Face down, for each you do, gain 1 damage. So evoking the sense that I am outside of some kind of complex. There are some Decepticon guards. When I find one, if I let them go, they're going to turn face down and kind of harry me while I'm outside. And then the deeper I go, the more dangerous and escalatory the adventure will become. And in order to get through this first phase, I need to find 2 adversaries and flip them both face up in a single turn, kind of like, haha, I know exactly where you are.
No, me Swoop, there you are. Rah!
Me, Grimlock says you silly. Let's just go down and munch metal.
And so I'll begin with my familiar hand for 10 cards. That hasn't changed. And I will start with 4 copies of Courage, which will give me 1 energy each to fight or to buy cards, as well as 1 copy of Reserves, which says if I control 3 or fewer Energon, gain 1. At the beginning of the game, heck yeah, I want my Energon. In addition, I get to move. Each character on their flip side tends to have a movement, so I'm going to go ahead and use my 1 movement on the basic card. And so with that move off the base card, I can go orthogonal direction, or I can search.
I lazy. I want to search here. What yummy treat is under here? Ooh, energy stockpile.
It is a site. Place 4 Energon from the general supply on this for each player in the game. So 8. Discard X cards.
Gain X Energon. It's all mine.
So let's go ahead and take X Energon. I played that reserve, so I can't do anything with it. I'm going to discard these cards that I can't do anything with. I only have 1 movement left, and in order to interact with another card, I would need to move and then search, which require 2. I only have 1. So
let's go ahead and have yummy treats. Energon, mum mum mum. Me Grimlock, full. Swoop, go. Go check. You get no Energon. Ah!
Me Swoop says, who made you king?
Me Grimlock King. It's in my name, T-Rex.
Ah!
At the end of any turn where there is no empty space in the matrix, we go ahead and pull 1 card. It is not a boss. So, unfortunately, it is Springer. Springer's cool from the movie, if you remember it. But we're just going to go ahead and discard that, kind of progressing the timer of the game. Swoop's turn. And so here is Swoop. They are going to begin with 2 move, and they have Flight. Flight is the ability to move diagonally, not orthogonally. In addition, when I spend one of this character's 2 move to enter a space, you do not trigger ambushes. So really important to note, ambush happens when you enter a space with a Decepticon. But they have to be face up. If they're face down and you reveal it, then they trigger the ambush, I believe. And I also pulled all of the specialty cards from the starter deck, including 3 more moves. So I got 5 move here. I'm going to play this 1 reserves right now to get Swoop a 3rd Energon. So we are going to take 1 move off of Swoop's character card, and we're going to check the card that they're in. Let's see if it is a Decepticon. No, it is Tar Pits. 1 additional move to move off this space. Pay 3 move, gain 1 card with cost 5 or less from the destroyed pile. More kind of evoking theme.
Look at poor Grimlock. I'm over here. What are you doing in those tar pits?
The idea being that a bunch of stuff gets stuck down there, and if I spend enough time, I can dig it out. Fantastic. Love that. I happen to get 2 sites early. Don't know if I love that, but it is what it is. Hey, but wait a minute. There is somebody in the tar pit, Springer. So we are going to spend a 3 move from my cards in order to rescue Springer. I got caught in the tar pits trying to find Decepticons.
Me Swoop says, go tell Optimus Prime so I get extra treats for saving you.
You got it, little buddy. I don't remember how Springer talked, but it was something like that. I know he was a big geek in the main show. So good thing I got to rescue Springer for 3 move and spending no power. So while we're here, we're going to play this patrol card, which I had you play anyway. Don't you get the move? You get the idea. Let's go ahead and flip a card in an adjacent space. I'm right here, so let's go ahead and flip it. Death from Above. Oh, yes. It has Flight. It is the perfect card for Swoop. It has Flight and block, and gives Flight. It controls Flight. Oh, man. Has Swoop written all over it next turn. Swoop has 1 more move, so we are going to leave them right there because they can't move out of the tar pit right now. So we're just going to end the turn. Sunstreaker, one of those Autobots that kind of came in the later waves. I have no idea, but the important part is they're in the tar pit. How'd you get in there? Those darn Decepticons putting traps where we don't want them.
Me Grimlock go. I want Energon, but I bored. Want to know what's over here?
Let's go ahead and play that patrol card, which in Grimlock's case, I imagine is the sniff card. We're going to call it the sniff card from now on. And we are going to uncover a chronosphere. This is a technology. The next time you flip an adversary face up, you may flip it face down without resolving effects.
Boo! Flip face down, me want too much metal.
So let's go ahead and use 1 move from the character card over here. Let's see what we get.
Ooh, handsome devil, me Grimlock. I want you now in my belly. Me Grimlock says we should be friends.
Do I have enough power So I did get my firepower card for extra, but I only have 4. Good thing, though, this is where the Grimlock card comes in really handy. The character card, that is. All right, so for the low cost of 1 Energon, which I'm definitely paying, there you go. You may battle 1 Autobot robot during your turn. When you do, gain it instead of putting it in your vault. Normally, when you beat enemies, they go into your vault in a score pile. So it's kind of out of the game, but in your possession. Here, it would gain it means I put it in my hand. And when confronting, +1 power.
Ooh, I go here. I go there. I would like to integrate Grimlock into his ego and subconscious. Yes,
It is mine. So I use 2 moves, 1 off of the Grimlock card, 1 off of Patrol. I have a fix
and a Grimlock. I can move and search again.
So we're going to go ahead and move. Fortune favors the bold. High voltage electric cannon. Not getting a lot of electrons, but at least I'm uncovering the board. Technology, you may gain X damage to gain X power. That's not bad. It's more of an endgame thing. So that might not be there a while.
At least I got myself this turn. Nom nom nom.
And so for the last thing I'm going to do on my turn, I'm going to spend 1 Energon, free action to transform, which to my robot state, because I get to call cards. So let's go ahead and spend that extra Energon, and the sooner I can call these courage cards, which are the worst cards in the game, the better. So whenever there is a card in the matrix, the game's turn is going to be to put one there to be discovered later. Swoop's turn is super easy. They have 2 movement. They got 5 courage. That's all they got. But they have their awesome card.
Yes, Death from Above cannot wait to munch on Decepticons. And because I had to use 2 movements, I cannot reach energy stockpile. No, me Swoop sad.
Can't have everything. At least you got this card. And you get a card under you for your troubles. They tear it pretty fast here in this game. All right, it is Grimlock's go. First, they are going to munch cards. Yum, yum, yum. And munch another courage, which is going to stick under here for the time being. And we are going to play reserves. If you control 3 or fewer Energon, gain an Energon. Fantastic. That is how you have to chain things in this game. And so let's go ahead and play the rest of my cards, including me Grimlock again. And by the way, the power on Me Grimlock is, it should have been called Me Grimlock. Come on now. Missed opportunity. Other Dinobots you play have +2 power. Not yet. We're getting there. So I have 2 on the cards. I have the robot side on, so there is no movement there. So I can only move 2 this turn, which is fine. Let's go down. This card is a new card. It could be the boss. I'd rather search the opening market cards first because I know there's not a boss there. See if I can get some easy adversaries. But before I do that, something caught my eye about this high voltage electric cannon. I know this is more of an endgame thing, getting all that damage. However, energy, destroy 1 card you control. Oh, culling. Love culling. And I got the Grimlock card again, so I got 3, 4, 5 energy, so that's perfect. Let's go ahead and acquire that bird in hand. And
Me Grimlock wants to find out what's here. I make circle.
This card, which they're eventually probably going to circle back to, is a new card from the deck. It could be the boss. Not quite ready for them. Let's go ahead and get the opening market cards visible so that I know what I'm dealing with. Top spin! Flight! Every time you flip a card in your face up, you may convert. Convert is the new word for transform. Top spin, another one of those. Not really sure from the newer sets. But
Me Grimlock, no interest. You not Dinobot, you boring.
And end of turn, a brand new card for the Matrix. All right, so we're going to go with Swoop. So then this is, I apologize if I misread it before. If I spend one of the 2 characters to move to enter the space, you did not trigger ambushes. Move, not search. So searching can trigger ambushes. So this might be a Decepticon. Let's see. It is a Decepticon. Carnivac. One of the beast variants that I know nothing about because I'm too old. Anyway, all right, so they get some block. They get some stuff if you get the card, but the important part is that I trigger an encounter. So I could theoretically play this block right here, but that's my best card. And I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see how bad this encounter is. Lose 1 VP. That could not be any less damaging. there is no VP in the cooperative game. You just lose one Energon whenever it calls for that. All right. So now that I've revealed one Decepticon, let me go ahead and maximize my movement or my abilities in order to find a second one and complete this infiltration mission. So let's go ahead and transform. Costing me another Energon. I kind of imagine, that I'm in the field. Swoop is flying along. They see a Decepticon, and they spot them. So he goes into a bush and transforms. This is a little bit expensive on Energon, but I think it's worth it because I have an easy way to get it back. All right. So I'm going to peek at any card in the matrix for one Energon. You may reveal it and or teleport to that space. All right, so these are the two new cards. They may have the boss, so let's go ahead and check them out, at least one at a time. Bombshell.
Delicious! They are into my trap!
Reveal attack. It doesn't matter. Everybody hits everybody anyway. Gain 1 damage. Everybody gains a damage, and then resolve an ambush. So then when the reveal attack happens, that's global. That hits every adversary. Further intrusions, like if I landed here, then I would trigger another ambush. But for now, it would be 1 damage and then the global ambush. And so there is new fancy damage that came in all the expansions. So I've shuffled in 5 copies of each of that damage. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is familiar damage. That's just going to stand there. And if I get 5 of these, then the game is over. So let's not have that happen. This is a new brand of damage. T-Cog Jam goes into the discard pile. When I draw it, I have to play it first. And during that turn, I cannot convert. So that can add up if I don't take care of that. That is what's going to happen. And let's see what I get for the encounter. The encounter is destroy a random card in your discard pile. Ugh. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is actually benefits one person, puts Grimlock at risk. First of all, let's destroy this damage. That totally counts in terms of a card that is in the discard pile. So it gets returned to the stack. That's fine. So Grimlock, however, is at risk of losing his own card, which would be utterly hilarious. But is also, it also could lose this too. So I have a 2 in 5 chance of losing something really important. Let's roll the bones. Let's see. Come on. No, don't lose anything important. Courage. Oh, reserves. Oh well. I was really hoping for a courage. I'll lose reserves. That could have been much worse.
Phew. Me Grimlock happy I kept me.
And so phase 1 infiltrate is done. To thwart flip 2 plus 2 adversaries, it is done. The reward is 1 VP, which goes into my vault, which is the collection of cards that I get to keep. In co-op, 1 VP is 1 Energon. Swoop is up to 2. All right, so I can take care of Carnivac that weenie with Death from Above, 1 card, 2 energy, 2 energy. Defeat weenies, you don't have to pull another card. Oh, your talents are so sharp.
I get many penny, thank you for asking.
And so for Death from Above, you get to choose your reward. Gain 1 VP or gain this card. Do I want this card? It has block, which is good. I can also attack another character. So there's more than a few cards that are PvP oriented, either competitive or team versus team, which I'm in love with. So yeah, we're going to skip that and just gain the VP, which is another Energon, bringing me up to 3. This card goes into my vault. And so let's go ahead and play reserves. I have 3 Energon, which brings me up to 4. And it gets me a move, which I'm going to go ahead and move here and discard the rest of my hand, which is 3 cards, in order to scoop up this 3 Energon, which brings me to 7 Energon total. What a rally. I am not showing this, but just to, because I'm here, I will show. At the end of the turn, no matter how many cards or how few cards you've played, discard them all, and you end the turn by drawing a full hand of 5. So I'm not going to show it every time, but know that I am doing it, and I did get Springer next turn. If it is Swoop that takes out Bombshell, Springer will come in real handy. All right, so let's get a card over there. And we get our phase 2, Infiltration. So then there is a start of turn effect. Destroy 1 ally you control. If you do, gain 1 VP. Don't have any allies. Ongoing, pay 1 more power to buy cards, 2 more power to buy allies. That can really delay you. That's kind of the point of this. So I guess, you're infiltrating, and, now that you have breached the outer areas, there's some allies, you want to kind of get them out of the way, I guess, because, to thwart it, during your turn, if there are 3+ allies in the destroyed pile. So I don't know what that means thematically. Does that mean that I have to watch as Decepticons take out my allies? Is that what's happening over here? Whatever. I gotta find allies, acquire them, and let the game eat them, or at the very least, somehow get the allies into the destroyed pile. All right, another start of turn effect is Bombshell.
Yes, delicious Autobot carcass.
Start of turn, if you are on an adversary, move to an adjacent space. So that they are not on adversaries, basically kind of chasing them away from adversaries. They're apart right now, so I'm good to go.
Me Grimlock see Bombshell. My hand's stinky, but I will go for it.
All right, first of all, sniff out this card. What is it? It is a technology, a block technology. You avoid ambushes and cannot gain damage this turn.
Too late. I will take ambush in phase.
We are going to play that one and this fixed starter card, which also happens to get rid of this 1 damage that I have. That's nice. So
I'm nice and fresh and clean, ready to jump.
And Grimlock barrels into Bombshell. And what happens? There triggers an ambush, and the ambush is lose 2 Energon, which is kind of devastating because I need to lose those 2, and I need to use 1 to transform. Before I cheated, and I will have noted this, confronting only occurs during bosses. Hey, guess what?
You are boss. I will chomp your face and munch your metal.
And I'm going to play these last 3 cards, which generates 4 power for me. And so I have 5 power total, 4 from my cards, 1 from the Transform Dinobot. And at this point, I am declaring an assist. So I can assist from 1 range away because Springer is on the case. I have 1 range, so Springer leaps in. What do you need me for, boss?
Nothing really. Just stay out my way and go fire your power.
Oh, here's a power. Gain 1 Autobot robot from the destroyed pile. Look at that. Sunstreaker, welcome to the fold. Assisting is an outer turn play. You do resolve the full text of the card, except for the move. And so I have declared 7 against Bombshell. Right now I'm defeating Bombshell, which is a 6, but this can mess me up because they can either discard some of my cards or add power to it. Chances are one or both of those will happen, so I'm going to roll the dice here. All right. So what you do is you take whatever's in the discard, you shuffle it together, and you just take the card, and then you read the bottom. The bottom says, destroy 1 maneuver you control. If you control none, gain 2 damage instead. That's perfect. I control no maneuvers.
No maneuver for Grimlock. Straight ahead power.
Oh, my hit points. So we're going to take damage. We just healed that damage. So we're going to get another example of it. This one is going to go in my discard. This is another one of those TCOG jams. On that turn, I won't convert.
Very worth it. Bombshell, I eat your face.
Ah! Megatron, help me!
This is past Megatron's death. He cannot help you, chomp, chomp, chomp.
So the reason I was happy to spend that Energon is because the reward for beating Bombshell is gain 3 VP, and they both gain it because they both participated in the battle. And so Swoop is going to come in, get their 3 VP. That is a 5. Wow, that is a big turnaround in Energon. Grimlock is feeling pretty good about themselves. They're going to use that 1 Energon on Fix, which is to destroy a starter I control. I already used that power, so can't use it again, but I can use this power to destroy a card I control. If it's played, I control it, even though I've used it already. Courage is out. Another card called. Fantastic. You might be wondering why I'm spending so much time calling of Grimlock, not so much Swoop. Swoop's power. Start a turn, you may put 1 card with cost 3 or less in your discard pile from your hand. If you do, discard a different card. So cycling the cards as opposed to culling, and there's no call powers on their base card. So kind of a different play style. I appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with Swoop. After that rousing battle, they started in robot form. Started the turn. You may put one card with cost 3 or less from your discard pile into your hand. If you do, discard a different card. Yes! Get some cycling going on, and that is going to be Sunstreaker, who I just rescued from the tar pit. Fantastic. And I can get rid of a Courage. And in addition, while I'm here, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. We're going to play Fix. I don't have any damage to fix, but we are going to spend our plentiful Energon, get out of here, to get rid of a Courage. So don't think I'm going to be able to do anything this turn because my hand is so limited. So this is the time to get rid of some cards, call, and try to find those allies. So let's discard this last Courage card to claim this last Energon, which depletes the energy stockpile. Yep, I'm going to empty destroy this. Bye-bye. And see if we can use that Energon on Swoop's second power, using powers all over the place.
Me Swoop useful! Finally, me Swoop useful!
Peek at any card in the Matrix. You may reveal it and or teleport to that space. I believe these are the only 2 cards of the original Matrix of 12. The way you set it up, there's always 2 allies in that infiltration thing, so there's only 2 cards that I haven't checked. So let's go ahead and check. I will go over here because that way I can work myself in. Oh, perfect. Double Dealer. Ally. Ongoing, you may defeat non-adversary robots and buy adversary robots. Basically, nobody is safe. And so that did cost me an Energon.
Swoop, go pick up Double Dealer!
Swoop has 1 card. Womp, womp, womp. And this is a really annoying part of the infiltration scenario, probably the most annoying part of all. It costs 2 to buy the allies. Now, I tried to find them before I triggered that first one, but you see, they basically were there until I couldn't really help that. So now I'm going to be spending an extra premium to buy these allies. Anyway, the one thing I can do with Sunstreaker is I can use their 2 move to move and search. There's the second ally. It is Carly Witwicky. And I actually got lucky, though, that the fact that the 2 3s, those are the cheapest ones. Anyway, you spend 1 fewer Energon to activate Energon abilities that cost 2 or more. That's actually pretty good. Not that great. You have to build towards it, so that's one's going to get pulled and discarded rather fast. And to end the turn, once again, we're going to pull from the top and fill in the Matrix.
Me Grimlock, draw, me Grimlock. Want to fight, but must find allies. Are you over here?
Yes! Inspection Clones. Ongoing. Target card you control has +1 power for each robot you choose to reveal in your vault. The more you kill,
The more in Grimlock's belly. Me want.
the more powerful this is. And because I pulled Grimlock, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, wow, 3, 5. I have 8 right now. That cost 7 because of the bonus.
Me Grimlock want.
So then we're going to use, we're going to get rid of Courage. We're going to call that Courage with one of Grimlock's last Energon, bringing them down to 1. And we will use all these other cards. Let's see if there's any other effects. Nope, not getting damage. Nope, no other Dinobots in play.
Me want more Dinobots, but we'll take insect bug clones. Yum, yum, yum. Me Grimlock no move. Me Grimlock stay right here. Want to eat more bugs.
But that silly thing happens where at the start of the turn, because of the infiltration, I have to get rid of my clones. Good thing I have tar pits. It fell into the tar pit. It's coming back out as soon as I can deal with it.
Swoop, go! Swoop useful! Springer, go get what this is! Double agent!
Okay, I will. What? Double agent? That's not very virtuous.
Go!
And so let me go ahead. I'm just going to, I don't have too much to do else with my hands. So I'm just going to use all that energy and acquire the double dealer. And I already know next turn they're going to go into the destroyed pile. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them there right now. Not going to make a difference. And with my last move of the turn.
Carly, help us! Help us by dying!
And with all that spare Energon, we're going to use Swoop's power to scry. Peek at any card of the Matrix, just kind of seeing what the lay of the land is.
Me smash brains!
Let's see what it says. You may attack a target character in your space, may gain 2 damage. A PvP card. Don't like it. But at least this is great. Defeat a robot in your space. Any robot at all. That's not a boss. Yeah, that might get bought. Just because it's called Me Smash Brains. We'll see. Wow, poor Grimlock. They actually ended up with only 2 good cards in their hand. Did not pull any of them. As a matter of fact, pulled the damage. So this is, I think we saw this before. If I play it, you can't convert. So I'll have to play it. That's first. But I did get my fix. So I'm going to play my fix. And I'm going to get rid of the T-Cog gem. Put that back on the damage pile. So I do have 1 damage left as Grimlock, but they can deal with it. So as part of that fix, they do get a search.
Me, Grimlock, looking for Dinobots. Where Dinobots? Come to... Ooh, more allies. Expensive.
That's too rich for my blood. I got 4 energy that I'm working with. That is not going to work at all. Well, anyway, let's see what it does. Ongoing, gain 1 damage and discard this card. You pay 3 less power to battle an adversary during your turn. An endgame card. Let's see if I let that card sticks around. Not going to get bought right now. Grimlock is on their dinosaur side, which I know some playthroughs play with the actual Transformers. I'm sorry, I'm not as cool as Barrett or anybody else. We're just going to move over the 1 I do have 4. This is not an inappropriate power. We are going to buy Pretender Shell, a technology. Gives me block, avoid ambushes, cannot gain damage. That's actually pretty cool for
Grimlock, who is tired of taking damage to the snout. Ow!
And I have 1 last Energon left. With that fix, I'm going to take out yet another command card. I only have 1 left in my deck. Nice and thin. And sorry about that. I was supposed to replace that card last turn, and let's replace this card this turn. Very important to do that in order. Follow those rules. All right, so finally finishing off that second phase of the infiltration. I got 2, 4, 6, 7. That cost me 5. So that is going to be these couple of nice cards, and the Courage is going to get me the 5, and we are going to get Carla Witwicky, which for now is going to go in front of me. Next turn is going to go into a discard. The turn after is going to trigger the phase change. I hope I don't get screwed by all that in terms of the timer of the game. We'll see. Oh, as a start a turn thing, I'm going to pick up or discard reserves and pick up Fix. Let's go ahead and get that back in my deck, because I'm going to swoop, see what I did there, into here.
Grimlock King, you hurt! Me fix you!
Oh, Swoop loves Grimlock. No more damage for Grimlock. I thank you. By not eating you, my gift to you, I do not eat your face.
And while I'm at it, let me go ahead and spend another one of Swoop's Energon, bringing them down to 7, and destroy a Courage card. I only have 2 energy left, but there are 2 energy bots that I can fight. Instead, it is a Decepticons attack, another PvP card, another card that's just going to be sitting there. You could probably craft a matrix that is pure for co-op, but definitely articulating that, like, if you play with the later sets that have the team versus team rules, this is what's going to happen. All right, let's get another card out to the matrix. So start of the turn, that is Carla Witwicky. So during the turn, which is now during my turn, if there are 3 plus allies in the destroyed pile, this gets taken care of. So then the condition is fulfilled. So I no longer have to spend extra in order to get stuff, but I have to wait till next turn in order to get to the next phase.
Me, Grimlock, tired of waiting. What fight?
And I only have a very thin deck, 7 cards, so you're going to start seeing the same cards over and over again. Let's go ahead and do our familiar sniff.
Come here, Decepticons.
That is not Decepticon. That is a maneuver with flight and block that has swoop written all over it. So instead, let's go up here. And now we're actually going to play Pretender Shell. I didn't quite get the theme of the card until I saw it. I guess it's like you get parts of dead robots and kind of pass along so that you don't get ambushed or take damage. So we're going to play that. We're going to put on the dead carcass of Bombshell.
You see, me, Grimlock, insect. Do not eat insects.
And we're going to use 1 move from the Grimlock card, 1 move from the Patrol card that I played, and play Daniel Witwicky. Where did all these allies come from? All of a sudden, they pop up. What does Daniel-san do? I'm getting my IP crossed. The first robot you play each player turn has +1 power. Oh, that's just a
no-brainer. Daniel, welcome to the team.
So I have 4 energy for that. So let's go ahead and acquire Daniel. Goes immediately into play. So I only had 3 move that turn. He's going to use that third and final move to move there, move around with impunity, and hope to munch on Decepticon metal sooner rather than later. So now we're basically entering the prep phase, which is kind of unusual. A lot of times I find a lot more Decepticons along the way, but that's okay. All right, so first I'm going to play Fix with Swoop. For this effect, they are now down to 6 Energon, and Grimlock's down to 0, and he lost his reserve card before, so he's hurting. Swoop is certainly not. So we're going to play Fix. I'm going to call this Courage. I have plenty of movement to do this. This is 4 movement, 6 energy. We're going to go down here, purchase the Orbital Bounce with Flight, and also up here, because I played Death from Above, which does give me Flight, and acquire Topspin, who also has Flight. How many cards with Flight?
All the cards with Flight.
And let's finish the turn over here, just in case Grimlock gets into a little bit of trouble.
Me Grimlock no get into trouble. Me Grimlock make trouble. Right, Grimlock? Me Grimlock get into trouble. I said make trouble. Get into trouble. Make trouble. Moo!
Why are you arguing? Why? Go away! Why me want to sleep?
No, Snow! Come, fight Decepticons!
Fine!
Nice thin deck. 8 energy for the turn. 4 energy is going to acquire Snarl into my discard. Fabulous. Grimlock doesn't care. He wants to get into more trouble.
Get into trouble, make trouble. Get into trouble, make trouble.
Warning! 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 Master Soundwave! There are intruders!
Mini cassette. I don't remember Overkill, but I will absolutely take them. Only 2 energy?
Get in, Billy. You have stand no chance.
I got plenty of energy for that. And oh, by the way, I was wearing my Pretender shell.
I'm actually Decepticon. Come here. Wait, you don't look like...
Gain 1 valuable Energon. Thank you.
Me Grimlock leading the field. Me king.
And oh, by the way, Swoop was right there. So they played this Courage card for an assist. And the assist gets them a part of the award, which is an Energon.
Swoop says you could be king, but I be smart. SMRT.
Beginning of their turn, they are going to do their swoop power. They're still in robot form. Discard a card and fish out a card that is worth 3. That is going to be this Orbital Bounce, which gives, look at all that move. 3, 5, 6, 7. Holy moly. So we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to dig a card out of the deck, which is going to be the Insecticon clones, and these are amazing. So Swoop has 1 in his belly, so they are going to have basically a permanent +1 power whenever they get into any fight, and if it gets to 3+, then this will disappear, but it's just an excellent card. It costs 5, so it better be excellent. Oh, and I was late on this, so sorry about that. So this procced on Swoop's turn, I believe. But if it isn't Swoop's turn, it's close enough. Anyway, so this is phase 3, Escalate. So this is where the fortress has been penetrated. The allies have been cleared out. It is now only Decepticons and Autobots in the presence. So we are now ready to rumble. Start a turn. Reveal the top card of the main deck. If it is an adversary, place it in the matrix as if it were a boss. Otherwise, destroy it when there are no face-up adversaries in the matrix after defeating one this turn. So just the deck is going to try to bring out more Decepticons. You wanted more combat this game, now you get it. So this is retroactive for the turn. Good thing. We are just going to go ahead and discard that. And now we're caught up. So at the end of Swoop's turn, we check the card again. And now we are caught up. We check the end of card. You notice I was filling in empties. This particular turn, there was nothing empty. If this is the boss, it gets played. If not, it gets discarded.
Me Grimlock want fight. Please be adversary. Yes. Who are you? Vortex. Don't care. Come.
All right. So place it like a boss means you discard whatever card. And I choose to just put it here. I don't care. We are...
Me Grimlock want fight. Please give me fight. Fight. Vortex. Who are you? Don't care. You are food for Grimlock.
Place it like a boss means just replace one of the cards. Make sure they are there. You know where that's going to go. What did I discard, by the way? Dinobot Island. Oh, man. That's kind of a refuge card, but that's too bad.
Me Grimlock look like insect. Let me pass.
Oh, that's quite a convincing costume you have. Wait. Oh!
Me Grimlock beat you with one hand tied behind my back. Nom, 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 nom. That is so tasty.
3 energy, 3 hit points. Good lord. I'm not even making this up, people. This is so good.
You kept reward away from me, Grimlock, and kept it for yourself.
Me smart too.
What is the reward? 1 VP and peek at an adjacent card, which is 1 Energon. That 1 Energon is going to be eaten up by Fix. In order to call firepower, I almost have my entire starter deck with Grimlock totally called. Peeking at an adjacent card will be, woohoo! I found him, Skywarp. This is the number 2 enemy. It's only peek, it is not reveal, so I can reveal them on my own time. Excellent. So I have 4 energy left, and I'm still dressed like an insect. So we are going to keep on moving. So that was 1, and I have 2 more move. I have some move on the cards and some move on Grimlock. So we're going to move and search. Slug!
Oh! Wake up! I want you now! 4 energy, perfect. Come to your king. Yes, my liege. I wasn't doing anything better.
All right, what do they do? The block gain a VP. During your turn, you may move a character in your space to an adjacent space. Move, shoo!
I'm helping.
Grimlock mighty.
He actually is pretty friggin' mighty. We are absolutely getting there. And so that was last turn. Now we flip over the phase 4. Penetrate. We are beyond the walls, beyond the fences. We're in the complex. When a space in the matrix becomes empty during your turn, immediately refill it with a new card. Flip it face up. Do ignore the refill the matrix because it's always going to be filled. To thwart, block, and ambush during your turn. So imagine you are going through the hallways. There are ambushes all over the place. We need to block one of those ambushes in order to, whoever's ambushing me.
I slammed him against the wall. Tell me where your leader is.
Me Swoop says, who are you talking to?
It will happen. I am projecting into the future.
All right, so Swoop is definitely lagging behind in the culling, so we are just going to get on that. Got my Fix again. Destroy a starter I control. Down to 6 Energon. Got a couple Courages out of my deck, which is nice. I have 4 move on my cards this turn, and I'm going to spend an Energon to transform into the Pterodactyl, so I have flight. So that is 6 total move. 3 of those move, I'm going to purchase the Headmaster out of the discard from the tar pits. Headmaster is a technology, has block for each ally you control. Target robot has +2 power. Good thing I have an ally. It's tar, so it's going to spend an extra move in order to get out of there. Got plenty because you are Swoop. Also have lots and lots of energy, 6 total. Let's go ahead and buy the Reapers, an ally. This is the one that will be basically the endgame one if I want to gain some damage. And I have 2 allies left. Let's end here because we know what's going to happen on Grimlock's turn. Although, what I should do is play that immediately. Because of the ambush, it is face up. It is the Sonic Sword. +1 power when battling adversaries.
Me like, but me no afford. Go get him, king.
So now I haven't been doing this, but this is actually something that happens at the end of the turn, not the beginning of their next turn. They draw cards. There's one card that I need in particular, and there it is. I got it. Springer, that is going to be my assist card. Now the exciting part. We have 3 Dinobots in this deck out of 8 total cards. How many do I get? I get Grimlock. I get Slug. I will take it.
Snow, you lazy bones. Come fight.
No fighting. Relaxing. Call me when boss shows up.
You lazy. Roar.
And so we know who this is. It is Skywarp. Reveal attack. Discard 1 card with block. The attack cannot be blocked. Then resolve an ambush.
Oh! Slug!
I wanted to go to sleep anyway.
Lazy, lazy. I am so ashamed to be your king.
So the reveal attack actually attacks everybody. Destroy a random card in your discard pile. No! 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 Oh, I can't keep my Dinobots. What a terrible leader.
Swoop, welcome, destroy card. Bye-bye, firepower.
So here's some terrible news. I have to decide right now if I want to use the block on Springer to block the attack on Swoop's discard pile. So that would be cool. So then I could teleport one space, which, ooh, interesting. Okay, so I might just do that. So then I think I will teleport one space. The reason I have to block is that it's my last opportunity to fulfill this condition. So I could theoretically wait, but there's only 10 cards left in the Matrix deck, and I have 2 more phases to go. And they're the harder phases, so I kind of need to make a tough choice. Now, another tough choice is, where do I teleport? Do I teleport away because I'm a punk? Or do I teleport on there, help Grimlock with my weenie cards that I have left? All I have left to help with is a courage. Ugh.
Me Grimlock say, help! I need help! Help your king!
I need to find Slug in tar pits. Bye!
Oh, Grimlock, come on. Even you had to laugh at that one.
Yes, that was pretty funny. Now, Skywarp, I tried to kill you.
All right, so thanks to Spite Wiki, I have a +1 power on Grimlock and the high voltage electric cannon. So that gives me 6 total versus the 8. So I'm going to shuffle up the encounter deck. And I'm going to reveal this card, and I'm going to do the confrontation out of gas bonus. Reveal the top card of your deck. Lose power equal to that card's cost. I have a feeling it's going to work out for me. I know my deck. Ha ha ha!
I have courage. I forgot to call this last one. Nuts to you.
And so the thing that I can do, I was calling this an endgame power, but I am desperate. All right, high voltage electric cannon comes out of his snout. You may gain X damage, max 3, draw 1 at a time to gain X power. I'm down by 2, so we're going to draw 2 damage. Ow! That is going to, yep, that's going to be the basic one. Ow! This is going to go into his discard. Short circuit, -1 power in battling adversaries. Oh, wait a minute. Grimlock has +1 power. We didn't draw that. We're going to go ahead and shuffle and retcon that. It's only between you and me, secret, right? So I actually had 7 power because of the bonus here. There's a lot to keep track of. Please bear with me. Only to do it once. Skywarp is defeated.
Ah! I got bitten by an insect! Where did the insects come from?
It's not an insect. It's me, Grimlock.
Oh, how could I have been fooled so badly?
Gain 4 VP.
Finally, Energon. Num, 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 num.
And we are going to use that Energon to destroy another starter card, which is going to be Patrol. Almost there. And Fix, because I hadn't tapped it for the actual power yet, is going to take care of that damage. Holy moly, what a turn.
Me Grimlock not done. Boom, boom.
We are going to transform with Grimlock into the robot side. And we are going to do that. Spend 2 Energon. Let's go ahead and do that. Basically wasting all that Energon I got. Gain 1 Dinobot for the Matrix, or all Dinobots from the destroyed pile.
You slug, stop living down to your name and do something. Fine, I will do things. Me Grimlock King, roar! Bring on, big boss!
And so I know this is not a boss because you don't shuffle the 3rd boss into the deck in the infiltration. So let's just go ahead and pick it up. Logic Puzzle, love this card. Lets you peek all over the place, but didn't get it this game. That happens. Okay, so I'm in phase 5, siege mode. We have gotten past all of the outer defenses. We've penetrated through the keep, and now we are in the inner courtyard area, and now I see it. The siege armature. If I can penetrate into this area, I will find the boss and take out the Decepticon threat forever until the next episode. Place siege armature site face up in the matrix as if it were a boss. You got it. So then I could replace any card. It's going to kill that card. That card is a Mass displacement. Ooh, I like free converts. Putting more cards to the destroy pile. What does Siege Armature do? Ongoing, you pay 2 more power to defeat Decepticon robots, 2 less power to defeat Autobot robots. Just a really bad place for Autobots to be. Decepticon bosses cannot be defeated. Good thing. All right. And then, so Decepticons only, don't have to worry about that. That's kind of a PvP thing. All right, so let's see what else is going on with this siege mode. Shuffle 1 random Decepticon Phase 6er boss into the top 5 cards of the deck. The Phase 6er bosses are a couple of more powerful of the top boss, but we know which one this is going to be. 6-shot. Coolest toy ever, turned into 6 different transformations. The toy was amazing. The character in the show was completely nondescript. Had one of the most boring voices ever. Central casting all the way. So we are going to go with, let's see, we'll go with an Old West accent, 6-shot. We are going to welcome in those Autobots. Come on in for the ride of your life for the One Iron Army. Yeehaw! Let's go ahead and shuffle them into the top 5 cards of the deck. There's only 7 cards left. So we are definitely reaching the end game. Let's see what I have to do to beat this siege thing. To thwart, contribute non-duplicate cards while on Siege Armature, until there is combined power of 6+. For each card you contribute, gain 1 VP. You thought that I just ran away for the lulz? No. Swoop had a plan.
Swoop always have plan.
Swoop will use this orbital bounce card for 3 move, pay the 3 move, and fish basically any card out of the deck. Let's go ahead and fish that one out for reasons. The reason why it doesn't matter is because I'm going to spend 2 move out of my character card to get myself out of tar pits. I go on a siege armature. There's no ambush. It's just a sight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 cards that are worth 8 power and contribute them to the area. Every card I contribute gets me 2 Energon. For the record, Swoop has 9. And so that allows me, because I contributed 6+ power, I thwart and I defeat the siege armature.
Swoop smart! Swoop smart!
Got to admit, that was impressive.
We're going to end the turn spending 1 Energon. We're going to turn Swoop into robot form because I have a feeling that we are headed to Rumble. So refill the Matrix. That actually might be 6-shot. We'll see about that. All right, full invasion. If the Decepticon Phase 6er bosses in the Matrix, all adversary players gain 1 damage. I don't know that. Otherwise, reveal and destroy the top card of the main deck until you reveal a boss and replace it as usual. So, all right. So then I'll destroy all the other cards. Oh, too bad. Sonic Sword. Let's see. Mayhem. Oh, Mayhem's nice, but that is going to get destroyed too. And 6-shot. Fantastic. All right, so they reveal and attack. Oh, discarded ally? No. And then they execute an ambush. So then I'm gonna put them here, nice and located where they can assist, and Grimlock will come in and attack. But first of all, Razor Claw got defeated. Never mind. That was the card that was face down here. Discard allies. So each of them, they have to discard Daniel Witwicky and Reapers, which is really devastating. Don't love that. Then we have to resolve an ambush. Ambush is lose 2 Energon. Both characters are going to get hit with that. Grimlock does not like that. Swoop doesn't mind too much. And so you keep on going. It is still the start of the turn. The infiltration triggered, which will trigger the reveal attack, and you reveal the 6-shot attack, which is the cool part.
Yeehaw! Gain 1 damage. Then draw the top of the card of each 6-shot deck and resolve its effect. What am I going to hit you with now?
So this is the cool thing. 6 cards for the 6 transformations of 6-shot. We got tank and gun and plane and what's that? That is off-road vehicle. Ongoing. Autobot players cannot play assist.
Looks like Grimlock not going to fight very good.
This card stays in play until the end of the turn. So for 1 round, I can assist. Probably not the terrible thing anyway. I might have to just gear up a little bit more to take up 6-shot.
Oh, I want to fight. Can I fight?
Wait a minute. This isn't terrible. I got Snarl out there. Got the Pretender Shell to negate any... Oh, maybe. Got this high voltage electric cannon, which means I can gain 3. Oh,
Charge! How much movement do I have? Hopefully I have enough.
so I have a lot of power, but I only have 2 move. He's in robot form, and it drained all his energon.
No! Why we put him over there?
So Grimlock is going to be Skulky, pound, and accept the Sonic Sword. Buy that +1 of power when battling adversaries. Confront +2 power, even though I can't power it.
You go down, Six Shot.
I don't think so, partner. Pew, pew, pew. And so the timer is going to continue to tick down in the game. I have 3 turns left to beat Six Shot. So what is a Six Shot going to do to me now? Start of turn, I gain another damage. I don't think I showed that last time. So let's go ahead and show what happened last time. This goes in Grimlock's discard, which is the short circuit. -1 power in battling adversaries. Hopefully that one doesn't come out. T-Cog Jam, can't convert, went into swoops. This is this turn. This turn is the basic damage, which isn't that bad. I was able to really manage that pretty good. And another short circuit, -1 power in battling adversaries. That goes to swoop. Lots and lots of damage. And let's see what Six Shot does. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Spaceship! All right. Decepticon characters may teleport. Doesn't matter. Cards with range 0 cannot be used to confront and assist in a battle against Six Shot because he's in the air. So then the off-road vehicle goes away. They are now on the spaceship. Man, this guy is hard to deal with. All right. Unfortunately, because of the way that I've kind of organized things, it has to be Grimlock that takes out Six Shot. So this is just going to be a power-up turn. So it's not bad, but not enough to take out a 12. So let's just see what I got under the card over here.
Sludge! Why me? Why are my people so lazy? Go and fight!
Yes, go and fight.
No! Goes in the discard. They might not see them again, but that is the best that I can do. And you are going to stay right there because I know or have a very good chance that I'm going to draw the 1 assist card that I can get, which is useful at range. I did Springer. Let's see what happens. Six Shot pumps out some more damage. This is going to be -1 power in battling adversaries. That goes into the discard pile, which is not going to come again this turn. Stasis Lock. You cannot spend Energon this turn. This goes into Swoop's discard pile. If I turn my deck over, I'm in big trouble because I got a lot of damage in there.
Me Grimlock say, attack, now or never.
That triggers a attack. This adversary cannot be battled this turn.
Yeehaw! Look what I got.
Wait a minute, I see the word attack. Slug, go get him. Eat that shield. Nom nom nom.
Does that mean I don't have to face him for real?
You go away, lazy bones.
Wait a minute. That was supposed to work. Oh no! Dinosaur in McGrail!
That block got Grimlock 1 Energon. They're going to immediately spend that 1 Energon to transform and get their +1 power when confronting.
Now you make Grimlock mad. I was not mad before. Now you are going to be mincemeat or mince metal. Either one.
And so we are going to go for broke. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea because this is 7 right now. +1 with battling adversaries, which is going to be 8. Total, but I do have the high voltage cannon behind me, and I do have an assist from Swoop coming in. So this is big. Let's see what Six Shot does when I reshuffle everything and I pull for me and counter deck. All right, check this out. Let's go ahead and do that publicly. Underestimated. Add 3 to this card's cost. Boo! And each of the other players draws 1 card from their deck. I think this was meant for PvP to kind of increase the odds of messing with me, but in co-op, that's actually pretty nice. I don't know if Swoop can help out. Wow, Swoop is definitely the opposite of helping out. Let's see what Grimlock gets. Grimlock gets...
So, you finally made it out here. Thank you.
How much power do I have now? Excellent. So we got Snarl. During a confrontation, if there are no assists, there is an assist. +2 power. So, but they're going to add +2 power anyway, which is really nice. And Grimlock adds the 2 power. I can't believe I've made it all the way to the end of the game for this to actually mean anything. All right, so Springer gives me 2. Grimlock gives me 3, which is 5. Grimlock is going to add 2 to Snarl, which is 6, 7, 8, 9. We already read that. We have the Electric Cannon, which is 10, 11, 12, 13. This one got buffed to 15. So we are going to fire up the high voltage electric cannon. Damage! Stasis lock. Damage! Stasis lock. Damage! Teach Cog Gem. Had this gone one more turn, there was an entire possibility that the game would end from all that damage that I played out. But because it goes in the discard pile. Yeah! Dinobots rule! We reign supreme! Dinobot King!
Me Swoop says Dinobots!
Dinobot King! Look at the amount of damage in Grimlock's discard pile. It is gross. The reason why I just went for broke on that one, there wasn't that many cards left, 2 cards left in the pile. So it worked out for me. The encounter card could have been a lot worse. But I just went for broke and it all ended up working out. Even if it didn't, I have so much fun with this game. I had so much fun with this playthrough. I just think the theme of this one is so well delivered. It's not a perfect game in the slightest. It's not smooth. Especially the team versus team could be very cumbersome with the constant assist and the defensive assist, and just kind of coordinating everything. The confrontation stuff is a little bit wonky. I'll get into that when I talk about this game in my review. But see how much fun I had getting into the characters, that emergent narrative that comes out of the avatars walking across the cards is just amazing. So definitely a high recommendation for me on the fun factor, on the nostalgia factor. Transformers a deck building game. Check it out. This is Jason with the One Stop Co-op Shop, reminding you that we'll see you at the next stop.